Hello everyone, this is Debbie Milliken, Instructional Designer from Touro University in Nevada. Today we're going to be looking at using the accessibility tool in Word. Before we get started with that, let's just review a little bit about ADA compliance. We are working toward getting our courses, all of our online courses, 100% ADA compliant. And in order to do that, we have to get all of our pages within the courses compliant. So we want to check for accessibility. And just a quick review, if you go to Pages and view all pages, you will see all the pages that make up your course. You need to go through each and every one of these pages and make sure that they are ADA compliant or that they are accessible. Screen readers read aloud the material on the screen to assist those who are visually impaired. So in order to check this page for accessibility, all I have to do is click on the edit and then use this little check accessibility icon up in the right-hand corner. I should get balloons. Balloons means there's no accessibility issues detected. If there are some issues detected, you will get a list down here telling you what the problems are so that you can correct them. That's just a quick review of how you make your pages within your Canvas course accessible. But today we're going to focus on Word documents, which are applied to your supporting documents for the course. Every course under Files has a lot of supporting documents that they use. It may be a rubric, it may be a course schedule, it may be a syllabus. Whatever the case is, you need to check all of those supporting documents that go with your Canvas course. Make sure that they are accessible. And you can do that easily by using the Word accessibility tool. And that's what our focus is today. So our objectives are locate and run the accessibility tool in Word and describe steps to correcting the accessibility errors. So if I open up a document, one of my supporting documents for my Canvas course, the first thing I want to do is open up the document in Word and then go to File. And under File, you'll see these three little buttons here. You want to go to the one that says Check for Issues, and then scroll down until you see the option Check Accessibility. Whenever you click on that option, you will see a window displayed over here to the right. It will tell you exactly what your errors are, and then at the bottom, once you click on the error, it will tell you how to fix those errors. Now, a lot of errors in the supporting documents are going to be with alt tags. You do need alt tags for all of your images, diagrams, and tables. Screen readers then will be able to go through and read aloud what is being displayed in the image or the diagram or the table. So for instance, I have this picture here in my document. It's picture number 5. And what I will want to do is add an alt tag to this picture so that I will get rid of this error over here in my accessibility checker. It tells me down here at the bottom why I fix it. It says alternate text helps readers understand information presented in pictures and other objects. And then it goes on to tell me how to fix it. It says to add alternate text, which we call alt text, to a picture or object, you just right-click on the object and select the format command. So I'm going to go up here to my image, right-click on it as it's instructed me to do in the additional information under how to fix, and I'm going to go to Format Picture and down to Alt Text. When I go down to alt text, you'll see there's no title or description for this image. That's the reason I'm getting an error in my accessibility checker. So I will want to put in the title for this image, and I'm just going to call this Curriculum image. And then I'm going to describe it, but I'm going to describe it by putting what's in my image in this particular diagram. So one, I have a learning is planned and guided. And then my second part of my diagram says curriculum has been defined in connection with schooling. So now when the screen reader passes over this image, it's going to be able to read this description and this alt title and be able to describe to the person that is visually impaired a little bit about what's in this image to help them, assist them with their learning. So now that I have this information in the alt text, I can close. And notice as soon as I fix this one, that picture 5 goes away under errors. So then I just move on to 6 and I do the same thing for 6. I right click on it, go down to Format Picture, all the way to the bottom alt text, give it a name, and then also give it the description. And you want to be very descriptive in your description. This is a curriculum list, and I would need to type, and I'm not going to type them all, but I will type one, and you would want to type each one of these little bullets that are in this list. So it's a knowledge to be transmitted. And I would even put theoretical in parentheses. And then go to my second one, which is curriculum. So you get the idea. I'm just going to ... But I would put all 4 of these in here as my bulleted list so that when the reader gets to this image, it will be able to read aloud the bulleted list. Once I close this, notice that picture also went away, so that error was corrected, so it means it is now accessible, so I don't have to worry about that one. Go to my next one. I would do the same thing here for the 7, and I'm just going to put a quick title in this one, but I would want to do the same thing. Go to my alt text, and I'll just say educational diagram. And then I would put what's on all of these different parts of the diagram in my description box. And then notice that gets rid of number 7, image number 7. So most of the time it's going to be alt tags that you have to add. If you use the style sheet up here and make sure all your font is consistent, that you don't use any kind of fancy font, that you keep with your basics, you know, Calibra or Arial or New Times Roman, one of those that's easy to be read by the accessibility or the screen reader for accessibility. So you want to make sure that you keep with a simple font, large enough that it is very easy to read. And then the last error that we're getting here is with the table down here. And the table can cause you some issues with accessibility if they're not formatted correctly. So one thing that you need to remember whenever you have a table in your supporting document that goes with one of your Canvas courses, you want to make sure you have headers. So you see this table only has oranges, apples, fish, and chicken, but it has no headers. So the screen reader doesn't know what to do with this. It doesn't know how to describe this table. So one thing you need to do is right click on it and make sure it has an alt tag. So we'll put in an alt tag. We'll put this as table of foods. And then I'm just going to do that because I'm going to actually go back and notice it says no header row specified. That got rid of the alt text because we gave it an alt text, but it still has the no header row specified error. So this table doesn't have a header row. So I'm just going to add by going up and inserting a row above, and then I'm going to put here fruit, and this one I'm going to put meat. And now this is actually my header row. So if I go to table properties, okay, I have my alt text, and then I also have my row specified that it does have a header. So now that I have a header, the screen reader will be able to read this as well. And again, it tells you down here, alternate text helps readers understand information, tells you why you need to fix it and how to fix it. To add alt text to a table, you do the same thing. You just right click on it, go, it says switch to the alt text tab, and then type a description, just as we have been doing for all of these. We would just go to table properties, go to the alt text, type in the alt text, make sure we have appropriate row headers and column headers. This is a column header. It's still giving us a row because we don't have any row headers, but instead we want column headers here because we're running vertically on this particular table. So that should do it for this document. So once you've finished, make sure you save your document with your changes and then upload that new document to your files area of your Canvas course. Okay, this has just been a quick session, a quick tutorial on using the accessibility tool in Word. I hope this has been helpful, and thank you and have a wonderful day.